My gaming setup is a space I use as a tool, spark creativity, unwind, or even be productive. Recently, I've grown a lot on this YouTube channel and I wanted to share my setup with you to hopefully inspire some of you guys to improve your own spaces. With that being said, let's start with the desk. I run 4 white Alex drawers and 2 countertops. 2 countertops are hardware reflections countertops. You can get these from Home Depot for $200 to $350 depending on the size. Something to note is that they come unfinished, which means you have to treat the wood yourself. The way I did it is I took a propane torch, made custom burns, and sanded it down to get the burnt wood look. Then I sealed it with clear wood finish so it would look nice. Moving on from the desk though, let's talk about the wall cabinets above the setup. This is the New Age Bold 3 series wall cabinets. These are usually used for garage storage, but I thought I could try something different. Since these are heavy duty aluminum, they can store a lot of things and you can use them as a magnet pretty much. So for an example, I made a custom magnet mount for my softbox light to screw into. This is really convenient if I want to move any of the lights around the room. In the middle of the cabinets, I have a shelf that has a prop katana and then some Gobi hexes behind it. Cool thing about the Gobi hexes is there's directional movement on the lighting, so it can go left to right or up and down. Underneath that, I have some Gobi glides to add some ambient light above the monitors. To the right of the main setup, we have the GA wall. This is a fully custom built wall by me and my dad custom made the logo out of a countertop, which was a lot of work. That way, since I'm leasing this house, when I go to move, it won't be a lot of work to remove it. If you want to see the whole build process of the wall, I'll link the video in the description. Then below the GA sign, I have a productivity setup. Now, this is running a 34-inch ultra wide by LG and my 16-inch M1 MacBook Pro. For this setup, I wanted it to be very simple and just a place to work. Cool thing about this setup is it's only 2 cables, a USB Type-C and the charging cable. Now, let's talk about the PCs running this setup. I'm running a dual PC setup for this layout. For the gaming rig, the specs that you really need to know is it's running a Ryzen 7 5800X and a Gigabyte 3090. Similar to the gaming PC, the streaming PC is running a Ryzen 9 5950X and a 3090 Strix by Asus. This one, I went a little bit harder on for the aesthetic though, because you can see it on stream. Side of the glass has my logo and my motto, prove them wrong. Moving on to my monitor layout. The monitor layout I run is 4 monitors in a layout like this. I use 2 vertical monitors and the mini horizontal monitor for the streaming PC. And then for the gaming PC, I just connect it straight to the only main monitor. That way, when I play games, I get the best performance possible. On to the peripherals. Let's start with the audio. For my audio mixer, I'm running a Go XLR, and for my mic, I'm using the Shure SM7B. If you want to know the mic quality, you're listening to it right now in this voiceover. For my headphones, I recently picked up 2 pairs. For the main setup, Drop sent me out their Sennheiser 58Xs, and for my productivity setup, I run the Sony XM5s. These have been insane for productivity since the noise cancellation on these headphones are absolutely insane. The best feature of the XM5s is if you're watching a video and you take them off, it will literally pause the video for you, and this is a game changer. Moving on from the audio, let's talk about the main camera I use in the setup. The streaming camera I use is a Sony Mark IV with a Sigma 16mm, and it's attached to an Elgato Multimount XL. Attached to the camera though, I have a Switty S20 mini LED light, which is attached to the top of the camera to brighten up my face for the live streams. I made this addition in my last room upgrades video, and I think it's honestly a game changer. Lastly, the desk peripherals. My main keyboard of choice is a KVD67 Lite R3 with ink black switches. They're also lubed with 205 grade 0, and the keycap set is a GMK Striker 2.0. To top it all off, I have my very own spacebar. I also recorded a mini sound test, so take a listen. In addition to the keyboard, my main gaming mouse of choice is the TENS Final mouse. It's very lightweight, wireless, and it's just a beautiful mouse. Since I have 2 PCs, I have to have duplicates of everything. So to control my streaming PC, I have my custom G Pro Superlight laying around, and I have my Icky 68. It's honestly not the best keyboard, but it gets the job done. All of these peripherals are sitting on my very own mousepad. This is a GutzyAiden mousepad, and this is the Aqua Swirl, which is one of my favorites. Then I have a Stream Deck, which pretty much every streamer has at this point, with macros to switch scenes for my OBS. Overall, this setup has taken me 9 years to save up and collect over time. 23 years old now, and I'm very blessed to even have this kind of setup. I don't want this video to be a flex in any way, but I just want to show you what's possible if you set your mind to something. If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next, and don't forget to follow the Twitch down below. See you there.